Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Heroes of the Storm A to Z. As always, my name is Conman. Today we are taking a look at Tracer. Tracer is a hyper mobile ranged assassin from the Overwatch universe. So what's the deal with Tracer? She's one of those characters that, high skill cap character, when she's played very effectively, she can be absolutely devastating. She's a pain in the ass to play against, especially against the right heroes. When she's not played effectively, she's very squishy and she's going to be kind of a detriment to the team. First thing to note about Tracer, let's take a look at her trait. We're going to dive right in. Take a look at her trait here. So she doesn't have mana. So these blue bars here that you see, that's not mana, that's actually her ammunition, which you also see the icon of here. Tracer can move, basic attack while moving, or move while basic attacking, take your pick. And after attacking 10 times, she needs to reload over the course of 3/4 of a second. She can manually reload early by activating your trait. Now first off, let's look at her stats. Level 20, super squishy, only 2600 health. You can see her ammo there in the stat screen, 8 attacks per second. So it looks sort of like this. You see this blue cursor here? That's what I currently have targeted. If I walk into range, she'll just go unload. And you'll see as I use my ammo up, the blue bar goes down. What I can do, if I want to activate this early, I can just toggle my trait, and there we go. So I'm going to say this. You notice not a whole lot of auto attack damage, like just for one shot, only 59 per one shot, but you do attack 8 times per second. So if you can unload, it's going to add up. I mean, look at that. At level 20, let's do that one more time, just so you get a full idea. At level 20, that was basically 600 damage at level 20 for one clip, and it didn't take long to do that. So, you know, if you could get your full clip off on someone, you are going to do a significant amount of damage. I'm going to say this a number of times, and it's probably going to cost me when we finally get into the game. But when you play Tracer, always be moving. You should always be moving. You can fire while moving. There is absolutely no reason to stand in one place 99% of the time. You're always going to want to be moving around, doing whatever. Yeah, you can do damage while moving. It's going to make you harder to hit. She's very hard to hit with skill shots because of this, because especially when we start talking about some of her other abilities, always be moving. That's the lesson right there. That's lesson number 1, lesson number 2, and lesson number 3. Also, uniquely about Tracer, is she starts off with her ultimate. Her ultimate is Pulse Bomb. So it fires, it looks something like this, and then it explodes. Had I actually hit something, it would have stuck to them, and it would have followed them around. If I just missed, as you see, it just lands in the ground and blows up. She gets charged by actually attacking. You see, as I attack, this charge goes up. There's some other ways that you can make this go up a little bit faster. Her W ability for one. But you do get this from level 1, so you could conceivably be pulse bombing people from the very beginning of the game once you charge this up. When she gets to level 10, she gets to choose how she wants to upgrade the pulse bomb. Pulse bomb does have a very short range, and so it is kind of difficult to hit, but you do have methods to kind of close the gap and then back away pretty quickly. So let's take a look at some of those abilities. For starters, her Q is Blink, dash toward an area. Just like that. Pretty short cooldown. 3 charges, 6-second cooldown. I'm actually going to toggle cooldowns for the sake of argument.
Choose a talent.
But you see, 3-second, you can actually spam this pretty quickly. That's one of the reasons why she's hyper mobile. You'll be able to sit here, run around, and be like, oh, that was a bad idea, and then you can blink away. Now I've got I turned off the quick cast settings, just so you can kind of see where I'm pointing. I do recommend, if you are going to play Tracer, you kind of keep your quick cast on so you don't have to hit that extra button click or that extra mouse press. You just kind of point your mouse where you want to go, and then you click, and then you'll blink. But, just keep that in mind. Next ability we have got is Melee. Deals a nice chunk of damage, actually, 579 at level 21. To nearby enemy, prioritizing heroes. You're going to gain 5% pulse bomb charge when using melee against an enemy and 10 against an enemy hero. Let's see what that looks like. If I walk up to this guy here, I'm just going to stop shooting for a second. I'm going to hit W, whack. There you go. And you see how quickly that pulse bomb charges up. Only an 8-second cooldown. So if you're within range, if you have no heroes within range, kind of run through some minions and whack them about, charge up your pulse bomb. If you do have a hero near you, you can kind of like run in, whack, and then teleport away. And use it for an extra bit of burst damage. Lastly, Recall. Long cooldown, 26 seconds. Tracer returns to the position she was at 3 seconds ago. It refills her ammo, and it's going to remove status effects. So you're not, by default, going to restore your health like you would if you were playing her in Overwatch. There is an upgrade for that level 20. But let's take a peek at that. Let's let's go, like, alright, I don't know if I have any status effects anyone's going to actually be able to put on me, but if I'm going to use it, I'm going to run up this way. So I'm going to charge in, I realize, oh, that was bad, and then I recall, and now I'm back here. My ammo is recharged. If I had any status effects on me, if I had any slows, any poisons, you know, if Lunara had pegged me with poison, I'd be able to get rid of this. There's a lot of abilities that you can avoid by using recall. Chromie's temporal loop. You hit her with if she hits you with temporal loop, you kind of just recall, and it's like, well, there you go. Now that's washed out. So there's a lot of potential damage that you can avoid using recall, but 26-second cooldown. So there are two things to keep in mind with recall. One, it's going to place you where you were 3 seconds ago. So you kind of want to keep it in the back of your head, you know, where you were for 3 seconds, because I see a lot of bad tracers. Kind of they dash forward, they jump in too fast, and they recall, and they basically recall themselves right back into the enemy team. Kind of like that. So you want to kind of keep tabs of where you are. You know, I think the best way to use recall offensively is you kind of run in really quick, do some damage, and then port back out right away. So it kind of pops you into there. The other thing is, like, make sure you have this on cooldown. You know, if you're going to face an enemy that you know can drop some negative status effects on you, if you're going to get hit with a Gul'dan corruption, if you're going to have to dive in on Lunara and she's going to poison you, anything along those lines, this can be a lifesaver. It is going to refill even if you're standing still. Let's look at this. Even if I'm standing completely still, you see I've got half ammo right here. Actually, no, I don't, because toggle cooldowns are off. Let's go like this. Okay. Even if you're standing completely still and not doing anything, I'm going to recall exactly where I was, but you see my ammo is back to full. Alright, so lastly, we saw Pulse Bomb. Let's take a look at it again. So I can, like, put this... There you go. See, that actually hit the hero. If this guy was moving around, it would have followed him along. It's going to hit everyone in that AoE. Fire a short-range bomb that can attach to an enemy if it hits them. The bomb explodes after 2 seconds. It deals a bunch of damage, and even, you know, a smaller chunk, but some AoE to anyone nearby. So that's your ult. Start that from level 1. Let's take a quick peek at some of the abilities, what we like to play as, why, you know, what you want to do with it. Alright, start out here. Level 1. You got Pulse Strike. Increases melee's Pulse Bomb charge from 10 to 20%. So that's pretty nice. If you have a team that you're able to dive in on, you can charge up Pulse Bomb super fast with that, so it's really, really good. I like that one a lot. You know, you got to keep in mind it does put you in a little bit of danger because you're going to be in melee range, but you want to, you know, take that accordingly. You want to make sure there's a team that you can do that against. Otherwise, also at level 1, I do like Tracer rounds. Basic attacks reveal enemies for 4 seconds. You know, if you're facing stealthers or if you're doing anything like that, you can, like, you combo this in a lot of ways with a Chromie. You give Chromie sight on somebody who may be slightly out of her vision range, and you kind of dive in and do stuff like that. At level 4, a couple of ones here. Parting Gift, recall these bombs, which is interesting. Looks something like that. So those do some damage if it hits an enemy, if they're kind of chasing you and you port away. You can get some sneaky damage with that. You know, is that a health pack? I'm not going to do the Tracer accent. Increases regeneration, globe, and healing fountain healing by 100%. This is just one of those, okay, here's the thing that you can do. Tracer's pretty squishy, so the extra regen on health globes is not inconsequential. You know, it does fill up a good solid amount of her health. This is the risk-reward talent. Takedowns increase Tracer's basic attack damage by 2% up to 30%. That's really good, but it's lost on death, and that's why it's risk reward. So let's look at it right now. If I, without any damage, at level 21, I maybe hit 22 in a second, but 62 damage. It's pretty good.
Choose a talent.
All right, we'll go like this. We'll complete this quest. Now you're doing 80, and that's a pretty significant increase in the DPS. It doesn't seem like much because it's only one attack, but again, you are, you know, hitting 8 times a second, so it's a pretty solid increase there. But it's lost on death, so if I were about to get killed, and if I were to get killed, I would lose this, even if I cap the quest. Like, if I go here, let's say I do something stupid and play with these mercenaries, you see they take me down pretty quick. Or even, it might even be quicker if I eat Tower Fire. Doo-doo-doo! There we go. So even though I had completed the quest altogether, once I get killed, it does reset. So if you're a very high skill cap player as Tracer, and you can kind of keep, you know, keep your distance and not get killed. In a lot of ways, Tracer should not take a lot of deaths. This could be great for you. You'll live a long time. You're going to do tremendous amounts of damage, and it'll be great. If you are just learning her, or you don't trust that you're not going to be able to get picked off or anything like that, for whatever reason, if you're not sure, my advice is to take one of the other two abilities. I mean, I think that goes without saying, but I usually don't take Untouchable just because knowing my personal skill level with Tracer, I do end up getting killed. So you know, the other talents get a little more value for me personally. But if you can live, that's definitely the way to go. Level 7, I do like Jumper. Increase blink charges by 1. 4 blink charges is really nice. Bullet time is interesting. Basic attacks lower the cooldown of blink. You know, there's not a whole lot of charge on them. Not a whole lot of cooldown. 6 seconds to begin with. So let's toggle cooldowns here. You can see your charges are, you know, redoing faster. This does require you to be auto attacking at all times. Not that you shouldn't be, but I kind of, at a personal level, this can be pretty good. I do like the Jumper talent just for the more consistency. You're gonna have those 4 charges. You got Spatial Echo here. Hero takedowns grant 2 charges of blink. I guess that could be good. It does rely on you getting the hero takedowns, so I think you get more consistency and more value out of one of the other two. Level 10, we'll talk about 10. So you got 3 choices you can go here, and they all upgrade her R, which we did look at. Pulse Bomb. First off, you have Sticky Bomb. I like Sticky Bomb. Increases Pulse Bomb's radius by 50%. Enemies that are hit are slowed. So it's gonna look like this. You see, look at that radius. Anybody who's hit by that is going to be slowed 70% for 3 seconds. That's a pretty big number, a pretty big percentage for a long time, so it's really good if you can land that. Also, with the bigger radius, it's easier to hit like some actual residual targets with it, so that's really nice. I like that. Great for team fights, especially if you can get your charge up more often. If you're facing, you know, a lot of high health heroes, double tanks, something like that, Quantum Spike may be pretty good. Pulse Bomb deals an additional 10% of the primary target's max health, so you get some extra damage out of your Pulse Bomb. That's just single target straight up burst damage. Pulse Rounds is not bad either. Increase Pulse Bomb's range and charge rate from basic attacks against heroes by 100%. So
choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Let's take a look at that. Let's see. You can see here I'm attacking a hero. Look, you know, the charge is going up much more quickly. And this just means that you're going to be able to you know, attack heroes more often, get your Pulse Bomb up, ready to go more often. Again, it does rely on you attacking heroes. That should be what you're doing anyway. You also get the additional range on it, so that could be nice. You know, you get to do one of those. You don't have to quite get it in their pants, so to speak, to drop your Pulse Bomb. I really like. I mean, I don't think it's a bad call. I do like Sticky Bomb, but if you need the extra range or you want to be able to cast more often, Pulse Rounds is not a bad choice. At level 13, you got a couple of interesting things here. So you got Bullet Spray, increases your melee's radius by 40%. It causes to damage all enemies, so that's interesting. Ricochet is potentially good. Tracer's basic attacks have a 50% chance to hit another enemy hero, or another enemy prioritizing heroes. 50% doesn't seem all that great, except when you think about that she does attack 8 times per second, so it's still going to be firing off pretty often. Great for team fights. You know, I'm not going to say it gives you a lot of wave clear, but it does give you some more wave clear than you would have had otherwise. I do like leeching rounds, though. Basic attacks against heroes heal Tracer for 20% of their damage dealt. You're very squishy, and even small amounts of damage are going to add up, so this is going to help you kind of give yourself a little bit of self-sustain in a team fight. Level 16. So they're one of two. I'll just click here. One of two that I like. We've got Sleight of Hand. Reduces reload time by 50%. This equals 20% more damage per second. Looks something like this. You see how fast that reload goes? You're going to have more uptime, especially if you're comboing that with something like leeching rounds. You're going to have more damage. I mean, you're going to be shooting more often. It goes, you know, without saying. Locked and Loaded is also interesting. Reactivate reload within the last 50% of its cast time to increase Tracer's basic attack damage for that magazine by 40%. This requires timing. Let's take a look at that. Let's see if I can pull it off here.
Choose a talent.
I should actually take it and then. There we go. There we go. Okay, I should actually hit the right button, and then you'll see what happens. So, if you can toggle this at the right time, you see you're going to do more damage. It does require you to be able to hit this at the right time. I'm fairly, and there's not a huge window for you to do it, but it does give you an opportunity to do a lot more damage. I think if my maths are correctly, my maths are done correctly, locked and loaded actually is a higher DPS increase than sleight of hand. It's just that sleight of hand is kind of fire and forget. You don't have to worry about it. This one here is focus fire. If an entire ammo magazine is unloaded on an enemy, the last bullet will deal bonus damage. I think you're better off. I mean, it's not terrible. I think you're better off with locked and loaded or sleight of hand. Sleight of hand, you can see it is pretty great. You know, you could toggle it too early and it's not going to matter. See, I missed that one. That one you hit and you get the bonus damage. This is really good since you get that bonus damage there. If you're able to combo that with that untouchable quest. Now watch this. We're going to do this. We're actually going to hit it this time. There we go. That's a lot of damage right there. That's 8 shots per second at 113. I mean, that's a huge burst damage spike that you're going to get. So, you know, it'll synergize both with untouchable if you can stack it up. If you're able to hit it consistently, that's, again, you got another button you got to hit, something else you got to think about in the fray of things while you're running around. Here we go at level 20. We got Get Stuffed. Reduces melee's cooldown by 3 seconds. Hitting an enemy with melee who is struck by a pulse bomb causes the bomb to instantly explode. I don't know about that one. I don't know. I mean, it could definitely it could be interesting if you want to toggle pulse bomb more early. I don't know how often that's going to come into play. You know, reducing the cooldown is pretty nice just because you get to cast melee more often, and that means you get your pulse bomb up more quickly. I do like Total Recall. A recall's cooldown is increased by 8 seconds, so it is going to, you know, bump up that cooldown there, and you know, so you really have to think about when you're going to do it. But Tracer heals Tracer for an equal amount of health that she lost during the time. So if you're taking a whole lot of damage, you're taking, let's go like this. If you're taking a whole lot of damage, okay, we're going to take some damage. We're going to come back. Suddenly, there you go. Now I'm back to full because I healed all that back up. That can really save you in a firefight. If somebody gets the jump on you, you can recall and kind of come back to full health and come back and finish them off. Alternatively, you can upgrade the pulse bomb again. Successfully sticking a pulse bomb to an enemy hero also drops another one at their feet and explodes slightly earlier. So you get to go play with that, so that could be interesting as well. So let's do something like...
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Yes. Wait for it. Lock time.
So that's kind of Tracer in a nutshell. I like Total Recall a lot. I think Get Stuffed is. I think they're all interesting choices. I do like Total Recall the best on a personal note. I mean, I'm not going to say anything isn't. I'm not going to say the other abilities aren't you know, good takes depending on your composition. As I'm stuttering through my words here, sorry about that.
You need a timeout.
Boom! You could actually see there were 2 explosions there. It's kind of hard to see because this guy is not moving, but there were 2 explosions there when you use that extra pulse bomb composition B upgrade. So, boom, boom. Yeah, I like that. A lot of damage. It's fun. So, what do you want to watch out for is Tracer. You know, if you've watched any of my videos, you've seen me go, who do you look out for? And I always say Tracer. Tracer's mobile. Tracer's hard to hit. She can do a lot of damage. Well, now you're Tracer. Who are you looking out for? You're looking out for people with point and click. You're hard to hit. If you're moving all the time, you're using your blink charges. You know, if you're using blink charges, you're moving all the time, you're recalling, you're difficult to hit. You're hard to pin down. You're hard to hit with skill shots. So you have to watch out for people that have point and click CC. Basic ability. You know, basic ability heroes are tough because they don't really have to aim them. They just have to click and then there you go. Point and click CC. Variant is a pain in the ass because he can charge in on you. He can taunt you. Brightwing. Polymorph, you're probably going to get killed. Abathur, surprisingly enough, because if you walk through mines, they can actually do a significant chunk of damage to your health. Sergeant Hammer is going to out DPS you, and she outranges you. Chromie, I'm not too worried about. You know, she can. You do have to watch out for Chromie if she takes Bronze Talons. 1 Bronze Talon hit is going to be like 400 or 500 damage, and that's going to be a solid chunk of your health. So you got to watch out for that. But once that goes through, if you can eat the Bronze Talon shot, you know, you generally can kill her, unless that you walk into a time trap or something by mistake. Anything, Uther, if you jump in an Uther, he's got that, you know, got the stuns. Any point and click CC that makes it easy to hit, that's who you're really going to have to watch out for. Those are the heroes that, you know, can get you. You know, somebody like Kael'thas, his CC isn't point and click. You know, Gravity Lapse does have a travel time, but if you get up in his face, it's easier for him to hit. But what he does have is point and click Living Bomb, and that'll do some damage. So there are some things you want to watch out for. I mean, you can kill him pretty quickly, but he does have abilities that can do a number on you. So what did we learn today? We learned to move a lot. Just always move, always be moving. Move, keep moving, do the thing, keep moving. She's going to do very well in an environment. She doesn't have a lot of wave clear. Not a whole lot of wave clear at all, and in fact, going through any minion waves could actually do a number on her health. She's going to excel well in a composition that will allow her to kind of run around, focus down enemy heroes, and basically just be chaotic. So that's kind of what you get with her. Again, she's very good when played well. We're gonna see how we do. I don't think I'm the one to show you a super high skill cap Tracer, but we're gonna try to give it a run and see what we can pull off. We're gonna go down here. All right, here's my Tracer. Also, speaking of Tracer, I think you might have noticed that I've skipped Thrall. I've skipped Thrall and went straight to Tracer. And there's Thrall right there, speaking of which. The reason being, Thrall, this is still a couple of days before the new patch, before the mouthfeel patch. Thrall is getting a complete rework in that patch. So I decided it was better off not to do a video for Thrall 3 days before, 3-4 days before, where he's going to be completely different. I'm just going to wait until that patch hits, and then we'll cycle back and we'll hit up Thrall and take a look at the new rework and see how it plays. Alright, we're still in Haunted Mines. So we've got Zul'jin. Zul'jin, a lot of auto attack damage, gotta watch out for that. Zeratul, if he gets the jump on me, I'm gonna be dead. Yeah, this is not a good team for me. Vala, Hungering Arrow can do a number on me. Gul'dan, maybe. Gul'dan is somebody I can attack. Arthas I can get range on. Our enemy team, we also have a Gul'dan, we also have a Zeratul. We have an Anubric, which I like. The old Thrall, I guess. So this will be an interesting matchup. They have lots and lots of DPS. We have slightly more CC. I think Anubric just gives you some stuns, and that's pretty good. Arthas can root and slow. We're not really worried about the slow. The root can be troublesome. If Arthas roots me, I'd have to like recall out of it. That could be bad. Yeah, this could be tough just because they have enough auto attack damage that they could take me out very quickly. They have enough auto attack damage to take out Anubric very quickly as well. So I'm a little concerned about, we're gonna go pull strike. We're just gonna wing it with that. I'm a little concerned about the compositions. I think this is gonna be one of those games where just everybody dies. I am definitely not taking untouchable. It's gonna be a lot of deaths. I'm gonna hang out up here with Anubric and Gul'dan. I'm gonna hope, Anub can get some stuns, Gul'dan can do some damage, and then I can follow up. We do have some roots here. We do have more CC. That's what we got going for me. Thrall can root if he hits his Feral Wolf. Zeratul is someone I'm gonna have to watch out for. So Anubric just ate all of that, but that's okay. And there's, yeah, we got a dead hero already. We see Zeratul on the bottom, and that's the thing. We're gonna have to watch out. And they're close. They're too close. I can't eat a lot of tower shots either. Like, I want to get in range to start charging up my pulse bomb. But they're also very, very close. See, there's Zeratul. Look how much damage that he did right away. I didn't see him from stealth. I wasn't really paying attention. That's my fault. I thought he was still bottom. He did rotate very well. It doesn't take a whole lot to actually do damage to me. So do you want to be careful. You always want to keep moving around, even though I'm not attacking. These guys, I just want to soak the experience. I can't eat tower shots, so I can't really dive in on that. I do want to just kind of move in. Whoop. Oh, that was dumb.
Sorry. You've been taken down.
That was dumb. I forgot that Zeratul can teleport. I thought the cooldown was up. And he came back and finished me off. Zera's going to give us a lot of trouble. I don't think this is going to be a very good game at all, actually. Just based on what we're seeing so far. Although Thrall got a kill on the Vala down there, so that's nice. Got a kill on the Arthas down there as well, so that's pretty great. Zeratul, once you pop somebody, Tracer can do well. Maybe I should have gone Tracer rounds. I don't know. Once you pop somebody, you can kind of track them pretty far and keep them revealed, and that's nice. But if Zera gets the pop on me, I'm largely a dead Tracer. I'm also I'm gonna keep. I kept the quick cast settings off just so you can kind of see where I'm trying to go. That is definitely going to be to my detriment. All right, the mines are about to open. Let's hop in here. I'm gonna hit one of these guys real fast to try to charge up the pulse bomb.
Something good over there.
I'm gonna go on the other side. I'm gonna stay with my team. That's the way they want to go. Let's do it. I want to keep my eyes open for Zeratul. For their Zeratul. Our Gul'dan went down. I'm gonna use the bombs here. So there's a Vala. We saw a Vala. We're actually gonna go through. We're gonna try to pick Vala off on the other side. I think we've got the same idea. So there's Pulse Bomb. Did get the hit.
Eliminated. Double kill. Triple kill.
All right, kill on Arthas. Very good. I do need to watch out. I'm out of recall or blink charges. There we go. There's a kill on Gul'dan. I think all that's left was Zul'jin, who bailed out. They got most of the skulls. We're gonna take that. Zeratul is back up. Do you want to watch out for him? There is Arthas again. Gotta be careful. Alright, we definitely should bail out here. There we go, that's a dead Arthas. We're able to jump in on him. I'm not gonna Hearth here, I'm gonna run back. I never like Hearthing in the middle of the mines, that's just asking to get killed. We're gonna go take this. We're gonna come up here.
Wish they had a pub round here.
It seems both golems are
Alright, so here is their golem. Now they're lowish health, but they're... Whoops, gotta watch out for that.
Nailed it.
There we go. Hit. Wasn't even aiming for Zeratul with that. How nice of him to pop in.
You got it.
Oh, I'm way too close to that. Oh my god, that was dumb.
Choose a talent.
That was dumb on so many levels. So many levels. Was gonna go pick him off like, hey, burn all my blink charges. And then I got myself caught. Didn't even recall. That was just like the dumbest thing that you can do as Tracer. Alright, so this guy's about to go down. So, yeah, didn't take Untouchable for good damn reason. 2 deaths already, not so great. Let's charge this up. I'm probably going to go Sticky Bomb at level 10 when we get there. We don't have any super high health heroes. I mean, maybe Arthas, but the rest of them are the ones that I'm going to be worried about. I would like to slow them down.
Looks like you need a timeout. Yeah.
That was recall. Didn't mean to quite hit that right then, but that's okay. Well, we lost our Thrall, and they stole the camp. So Thrall was taking the camp by himself. It looks like they stole that camp from him, so that's not so great. I'm going to cycle down here. We're down a level as well. Actually, we're going to come back up. We're going to help out a noob. So now I'm going to come back. You can reload while you're mounted. So Zeratul is dead because he overextended, but he got a kill first. I would love to take these giants. Like, I need help. I can't take them myself.
soon return. Prepare yourselves.
So there's Zul'jin didn't take... You saw that. He went guillotine and not... Now we're going to recall.
Deja vu.
So there's Zul'jin went guillotine and not Tazdingo. So if he gets low, I can dive in without being fearful of him, at least in vulnerability.
The enemy just destroyed a fort.
Do you hear
Yep.
that clattering? I believe they're hungry.
Oh, that guy, oof, that was close.
You got it.
So they're a fort up. I would love to get 10 before we dive into these mines. We will get, here we go.
You unlocked the talent.
There he goes. Okay, very good. I'm gonna go Sticky Bomb. Pulse rounds might be better, but I'm gonna go Sticky Bomb. Let's go hop into the mines. They're already racking up skulls, so we do gotta be careful. Also, Nubrek is gonna be in some trouble. He's probably gonna get killed. Alright, so there's a good recall. I didn't quite get the kill, but they weren't able to pick me off. There's the slow. There's a good Void Prison. Isolate the enemy team. There's another Void Prison. Okay, can we get the stop on him? He's gonna... Nope, I'm in trouble here. I don't have enough charges of Blink to do anything about that. I'm gonna bail out, that's for sure.
I'm going back for a bit.
I think their Zeratul is pretty good. We're gonna heal up and come right back. They're gonna get most of these. And Nubrek is, you know, that's a risky place for him to be. Although I guess they're at the middle. Oh, let's rock away from this.
You got it.
I still need to be careful. I would love somebody to come up and, you know, I gotta stay away from Vala. She can really pick me off. There's the kill on... There we go. Okay, 2 kills. That's good. We're going to lose most of these skulls, but at least we got 2 kills there, so that's nice.
Triple kill.
3 kills. Okay. Very good.
Looks like you need a timeout.
Still moving around. We're going to reload.
Killing spree.
Take a walk around.
Had a pub round here.
Alright, somebody that's not me engaged. There we go. Thank you very much. Don't want to go into that stun. We're going to let our charges of Blink refresh. Okay, so at the end of the day, that wasn't the worst thing in the world. There's still a level up, but we did get more skulls than the enemy team. We're going to come up here, just try to get a little bit of experience from these guys. Okay, there we go.
Yes.
Gul'dan is going to come. He'll finish them off pretty quickly. Much better at the wave clear than I am. Gonna hang around. There's 2 of them already. You want to be careful.
Clock's ticking.
There's Zeratul. I see Zeratul.
Nailed it.
Oh, I don't know if recall is going to save me here.
Let's try that again.
There we go. Just enough. Just enough. I'm gonna get killed by Vala though. Yeah, I was out of Blink rounds. So what happened there? Gul'dan overextended. It was just me. I was way far back from him. I saw Zeratul walk over here. He was making a beeline for me. Gul'dan got himself picked off. He was just way out of position. And our team, unfortunately, was not in the right position to back us up. That was not a good place to kind of pick, to engage. He was way further ahead than he needed to be. He went, what did he go anyway? He went corruption build, it looks like. And their Gul'dan went lifesteal build. Oh man, it's a weird game already. I don't know what's going on here. We're gonna take this. We're gonna take that camp. There's Zeratul.
Double kill.
There's a smack on Arthas. I missed my pulse bomb, but we get the kill on Zera. Whose is that? Is that ours? That is ours. Man, what is with these comps? So he took Reign of Destruction and not Fear. Fear would have been really good. I would have loved some Fear. Good kill. Okay. So that's nice. We really should get these sappers. That would be great that he started on. But I'm also not opposed to pushing just a little bit. They're going to smack the wall and get some pulse round charge. Zeratul not alive, so I can afford to, you know, kind of be aggressive here. Here is, what do we got? There's only 2 of those guys left. Like, can we go take this?
Picking up the pace.
Listen, heroes. The undead shall rise within
Like-
the mind's shortness.
Hey boys, let's get this sapper camp. No? No? Okay, there's Zeratul. Zeratul's up there.
Wish they had a pub round here.
Now I went the quicker reload. I'm gonna try to make this just as easy as possible.
There's no turning back.
Can we get him? There's oh, what are you doing? What is this guy doing? He's just standing there. Like, oh my god. Like, I have no idea what is happening in this game right now at this point. This is just somehow we're up in experience now. We don't have they've taken both of our keeps, both of our forts. Both of their forts are still alive. Like, I have no idea what's going on anymore. We're just gonna try and play this as much as we can and not get ourselves killed. Our Zeratul is on the bottom end of this. Here is Arthas. Gotta watch out for him. We're gonna smack him a little bit. We're gonna recall. I missed the bomb. That's not so great. We're gonna come around the other way. There we go. Lots of kills. I like it. Zeratul is still up. Zul'jin is still up.
Your spree has met its end.
Roger.
And they're grabbing camps. Those camps that we should have gotten already. I want to be careful not to target this golem. Okay.
Clock's ticking.
I am not going to engage on that. Where is the new brick? Is he dead? He is dead.
Picking up the pace.
I got smacked once. That hurt just a little bit.
Now is
Okay. We're going to come back. That's a pretty solid 72 to 28 lead on the golem. We're going to head down here. Now, we've already got company. We do need to be careful. That is 2. That is a Zeratul. I do want to watch out for Zeratul.
Looks like you need a timeout.
And we're undermanned right now. Zera is nearby. So here we go. I was waiting for support. I don't see any stealthies right now. Zera went top. So it looks like Zera went top. This fort will go down at the very least. A new brick went down. We're gonna... Our Gul'dan goes top instead, which is probably not the bad call.
Kiss that fork goodbye. Let's do that again.
I missed the sticky bomb. That would have been a kill if I got the sticky bomb.
Enough of your rubbish.
So I think this is just going to be... There we go. So I was going to say they had 5 top, but they bailed out. Whoops. Watch out for that. You want to stay away from you, sir. There's a kill on Arthas. So that Reign of Destruction was their Reign of Destruction, which is silly. But that's fine. So we lost the fort. We're still in good position. Not terrible position. Gul'dan got killed up north. Ugh. Like, I can't go in. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing.
Heroes.
Wish they had a pub round here.
Get out of here, buddy. Get out of here. I wasn't the hugest fan of the split push there.
Killing spree.
Oh my freaking god. Well, that's a kill. All Thorol's going down. Yeah, I walked right into that too. I'm mad at myself for not paying attention and walking right into that. I was gonna go right here and then stealth. I'm mad at myself for that. I don't know what's going on in this game anymore. Like, what is happening here? Why are you engaging 3v1? You're gonna get yourself killed. And sure he does. Like, what was that? What? Somehow, we have more kills, which boggles my freaking mind. This whole game for me is just like, what the hell are you doing?
And she's back in the game.
Yeah, let's do recall. Recall seems to be the better way to go.
Pub round here.
I don't know.
Are you prepared to fight the undead?
Like, we're totally split up. We're at this point, we're just asking to get killed. Like, that guy is asking to get killed. That's a 2-on-1. I missed my
Clock's ticking.
I missed my melee. I wanted to melee in on that, and I didn't get a chance to do it.
Slay the undead and claim their skulls, heroes.
There you go. Suck it.
Enemy down.
Oh! We're staying here for a second.
Your core is under attack.
Yeah, we could kill him, and we could kill Zul'jin right here. Except he got away. Alright. So Zeratul down. It's a 4-on-3 at this point. And that's a kill. Fantastic. That is a great pick. That is going to even things up a little bit.
Against us.
Locked on.
So the rest of our team is going to pop before the rest of their team, which I guess is just Zeratul.
Yeah. Nothing to it.
All right, so that is, where are they? Okay, here we go. There's two of them up there. Arthas is going to come this way.
Enemy deleted.
Fantastic. Caught Tracer, or caught Vala, I should say. Didn't really need to use the sticky bomb there, but it does the trick.
Double kill.
That's fun.
All right. So it's Zul'jin and Zeratul alive. We do want to watch out for Zeratul popping in here and causing some havoc, but our entire team is up.
Understood.
Whoops, I don't want to take that. There's Zeratul. Zeratul's up here. All right.
Loose your wrath.
Their death is ours.
There we go. Let's push.
Take that. Killing spree. Just in time.
Oh, I see you, buddy. Oh, that was fantastic. That was completely unplanned. That was completely unplanned. That was his demonic circle, right? That was, yeah, that was his demonic circle. I wish I could have taken credit for that, but I can't. But holy crap, that was amazing.
Right on target.
And you're dead. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Oh, that was the best.
Keep destroying.
Okay, Zera's gonna go over there. I don't know where this guy is. Where is he?
Keep destroying.
We could conceivably push. We could end right here. It's a 3. It's a 5-on-2.
Right on
That's not what I really meant to do, but that's okay.
Your core is under attack.
Down you go. We're going to come over here. We want to get the core. We're going to get the core. GG. That game was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I'll take the win. Somehow we pulled that off. 34-25. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't know who's MVP on that. That's just a mess. Holy crap.
MVP.
Holy crap. I don't know how I did that. I'll take it. I'm surprised. I'm not, as you saw, I'm not the best tracer. I definitely left myself open a couple of times. That game was just crazy. I'm going to give it to Thrall. I thought Thrall was pretty solid. Yeah, definitely. There's no doubt about that. Okay, I guess that's where that came from. I did the most hero damage at the end of the game by just a sliver. That was... Sheesh. That game was a thing that happened. Let's look at talents. I thought their Zeratul was really good. I would have voted for their Zeratul if he was on that list. Oh. There's a chest. Ah, thank you. Yeah, my connection quality was good. That was a thing. Alright, yeah, stats-wise, pretty solid. I was fortunate enough to get some kills. I didn't think I did that well, but I guess I surprised myself. I think that was a tough matchup for their Arthas. We didn't really have anybody that he was going to counter. Their Zeratul did very well. As you saw, I did have to be careful. Zeratul was the one guy that was really giving me some trouble. Let's take a quick peek at the talents. So I went Pulse Strike. Increases melee pulse bombs charge from 10 to 20%. I just wanted to get this up as much as possible. You saw me dive in a lot. I was using melee on enemy heroes. It's going to increase the pulse bomb charge. Tracer rounds I think would have been a viable alternative against the Zeratul. I don't know if it would have made a huge difference in the world. We didn't have anybody at like the crazy range. Yeah, I'm happy with Pulse Strike. I think Tracer rounds would have done some work as well. Level 4, Parting Gift. Recall leaves behind 3 bombs. So, I was kind of torn what to take here. I definitely wasn't taking Untouchable. I knew I was going to get myself killed, and sure enough, I died. Was it 4 times? 4 times. I think at least 3 of those 4 deaths were me being dumb, and they could have been avoided. So, I was comfortable not taking Untouchable. I wasn't sure whether to go with the Healing Globe talent or Pulse Bomb. I went with this. I think I needed to be better using Recall to get more value out of it, but otherwise, yeah. If you're not comfortable with Untouchable, then take this or the Healing Talent. Level 7 was Jumper. Increases Blink charges by 1. I use Blink more often than I should in a lot of cases. So I went for the extra charge. I think that worked out. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with what I went there. I didn't want to use the one on takedowns, and I wasn't too comfortable in taking bullet time just based on what was going on. So yeah, the extra charge is good. Here, I had one of 2 choices here. I went Sticky Bomb for the slow. I was tempted to go. I was tempted to go for the longer range. I don't think I needed the longer range too much. I was more worried about my aiming than anything else. So I was happy with this. It increased the radius. It did slow them down. I think we did use some work with that. 13 was Leeching Rounds. Yes, please. I was just taking too much of residual damage, so I was cool with that. Sleight of Hand. Yeah, you could go Locked and Loaded. I do like Sleight of... Let me stop toggling stuff here. I do like Sleight of Hand, just because it's kind of fire and forget. You just kind of hover over it, you take it, and that's it. You don't have to worry about it anymore, so it makes it work out. And then level 20 was Total Recall. Recall's cooldown is increased by 8 seconds, but it heals Tracer. Yeah, at that point, that's I think the way to go. I didn't really need Composite B. I was fine with Total Recall. I wasn't using Recall on cooldown. I wasn't using it as much as I probably needed to, so I wasn't really concerned about that extra 8-second time. So that's Tracer, in a nutshell. Always move. Always be moving. I mean, Arthas wasn't a problem for me because I can outrange him. Gul'dan, that was a weird Gul'dan build. Like, I don't know what he was doing there. If he actually hit me with Life Drain, it probably could have caused some damage, but he never did that. That was just a weird... Oh, this was hysterical. So, right toward the end of that game, Gul'dan went up, and we happened to kill him at the very end, and it was completely by accident. I want to clip that later actually, because that was hysterical. He was in some shit, and he hit demonic circle, and I happened to hit recall just to go back, and I hit recall because I kind of dived in on him, and I went into tower fire, and I wanted to get out of the tower fire, and sure enough, recall put me basically right next to Gul'dan, who was trying to hearth, and at that point it was just a done deal, and he didn't take fear, so he couldn't get away, and I guess his life drain was on cooldown. I don't know. I was highly amused by that. Completely serendipitous. It was not. I didn't know that he was there. I didn't even see the stupid circle. So how about that? Yeah, that was just a weird game. That was just a weird game. I think. I don't know. Our Gul'dan went corruption, so that was a thing. I mean, it wasn't not the worst build in the world. I would more life drains than I personally would have liked, but that was just a weird thing. And then he went, I don't know what was going on with this game. I really don't. To me, this was just a really weird game. I'm glad to get the W. Haunted Mines is one of my worst maps. So, cheers. Cheers, love. Anyway, my name is Conman. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Hit the like button, the share, subscribe, hit all the buttons. Hit them all. Just hit them all. All the talents. Hit them. Anyway, appreciate it. Take care. Hope to see you soon.